chunks in the lava there, but it's still moving quite quickly. You see it sort of rolling over the front of itself like a tank tread. Yeah, and you can see some of the individualized channels in there that are moving. I mean, they're moving pretty quickly across the moss there. So this is a really advancing flow front. It's fanning out as it's coming down that channel. We got a little bit of something on fire there at the leading edge. But if you just focus on any little section of the lobe there, the front of the flow, you can really see how quickly it's moving. There's the greenhouse, there's the active fissures in the distance, and then we've got the berm. And can we look a little bit further to the right, Johan, and see if does the berm, have they closed the berm off across the road? I'm just wondering, it looks like there's a little structure there. Oh, it looks like they're working on it now. So they are trying to seal it off. Wow. And they've got, you know, probably just minutes to go until that lava reaches there. But it looks like they've got most of it across there. They've got all the equipment, or most of the equipment, on one side of the berm. There's the pipeline that comes from the power plant into town, the hot water. There's a small little structure there burning. And then, yeah, let's fly back over to that set of vents there. And this was this other set of fissures. So I think, you know, this kind of supports some of the earthquake data. We'd seen so many of these earthquakes closer to town that suggested that the magma had moved through the dike system in the subsurface and was very close to town. And now we're seeing some of that magma working its way up to the surface and actually erupting much closer to town than this first fissure system. And there's a possibility this could lengthen further to the south, or we could get additional vents opening up to the south as well. So that was that lobe there that we saw first pouring into that little channel, into that little valley, that little gully in the topography, and that's moving to the southwest. The front of it is still moving to the south towards those homes. And then it might be lengthening to the north. See how there's so much more gas coming out at the north end of it? That may be the fractures opening on that end. Gases escaping first. Those gases are less dense, so they're going to be towards the top of the magma chamber and rising. And then we've got this secondary lobe on the east side as well. So we've got this lobe coming off the sort of the southwest side, and then this southeast or south lobe as well, being fed by this lava fissure system. And the fountaining there, probably just a few tens of meters, maybe a couple of those bigger bursts, up to maybe 50, 60 meters would be my guess, just kind of looking at it. He's flying the drone. We're only about 30 meters off the ground. It's spectacular there. Grab a couple photos if you would while you're doing that, Johan.